Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome back to ETS2. My goodness, I love this truck. Thanks for the amazing feedback in the previous video guys. The Renault Range T must-have mods. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you check it out because we are using a lot of those mods in this truck currently. You can see I've pimped it out a bit. Couple of light bars, couple of side skirts and whatnot. Looks very nice actually. And we have EVR sounds, temporary EVR sounds at the moment. So we don't hear the vacuum cleaner engine sounds anymore. Yeah? Sounds like a good deal. Sounds like a good deal, literally. Alright, so we are continuing off. If you haven't seen it, we took a job last stream. And if you haven't seen the stream yet, we had a 3-hour stream checking out this truck, configuring it and taking it for a spin, hearing the infamous SCS default vacuum cleaner engine sounds. And we ended up somewhere here in Puttgarden, I think. But I went back a bit just so I could go to the mechanic. So we'll be starting from here. And we still have a long way to go, 1672 kilometers, including the ferry ride, all the way to make it to Finland in Varkaus. I think that's how it's read. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, let's get going. So I'll go through the mods again as we go along, but I highly recommend you check out the must-have mods video. And you should have a card should have popped up in the upper right corner already by then. So you should get more info and you can just click on that and you can already transfer to it. By the way, there we go. I remember we set the volume back to 1 for this profile while we were driving with the SCS default sounds because it was too painful to hear. So really, thank you for the comments and the interactions with the previous video, guys. I was spending my entire night replying to your comments and interacting with you guys, and it was amazing. I've gotten different points of views, different insights, different preferences, and it's very enlightening to see all those. So I really appreciate it. A couple of people actually like the default SCS sounds apparently. But for those who say that, I highly recommend you take the truck for a spin. Maybe drive it for, 3 hours or so and see if you still have the same opinion. Because when I was listening to the video, the must-have mods video, listening to the default engine sounds there, yeah, they were not that bad. But that's with a basic acceleration. So it's a basic revving up and shifting up. But if you combine the different scenarios, like, holding your current revs or cruising or shifting down, then it becomes more complicated and the combination of the different sounds starts making a huge importance. And so I highly recommend you take it for a real test drive, maybe an hour at least, do a delivery, and see if you still have the same opinion, and let me know in the comment section what you think, okay? Because I really think that you will change your mind. Alright, also, okay, let me focus on what we have at the moment. We have Oscar's realistic dashboard. The more complex the better. We have EVR sounds, originally built for the Volvo D13K460, if I remember correctly. But I think the Renault uses the same engine anyway, so it's not a very far stretch from how it sounds. Blinker sounds are gotten from default SCS sounds, I think, because those are spot on, very nicely done by SCS. The only thing they didn't really get is the engine when it's purring. What car is that? That looks lovely. Wow. Also, you might be hearing more of the retarder. And that's because with EVR sounds, you hear the retarder when it's whining. I'll let you hear it more later. That's also one of my gripes with the default SCS sounds. the engine is a vacuum cleaner, but more than that, the retarder is almost non-existent. The whining sound when you enable the retarder is not almost non-existent. So there's not that satisfaction that you are stopping or slowing down because of the retarder. It doesn't feel as fulfilling. I'll let you hear the EVR version in a bit, and you'll appreciate it. Let's speed up a little, and then I'll go and brake, so you guys can get an idea of what I'm saying. Maybe not in uphill. What else do I have enabled? So Oscar's realistic dashboard, EVR sounds, Gloover's low deck chassis. Oh yeah, not low deck, lowered chassis. Gloover's lowered chassis and his slight improvements I also have enabled. So we should actually be pretty low on the ground here. Yeah, that's the lowered chassis version. We almost hit that guy. And I really like it. Looks more pro. Definitely looks more pro. What trailer is that? First time I've seen that guy. Interesting. Must be from Traffic Maniac's pack. So Gloover's light improvements and lowered chassis mods have received an update. As of this recording, it's 1.2 for the light improvements and 1.1 for the lowered chassis now. Oh, meeting the red light. Dang it. It's too awkward to stop. Oh, look at that sunrise at the back. Where's that sunset? What time is it anyway? 2024. Oh, it's sunset. Okay. Perfect shot. Incoming. You guys wanna ride with me for the ride? Wanna come with me for the ride? I cannot speak, sorry. Goodness, and let me share with you some insights of what went behind the scenes there in the recording yesterday, because that took a lot of time. The must-have mods video, that took one heck of an effort on my end. So I'm really thankful that you guys enjoyed it. So I think I did that all in all. The entire thing took, I think, around, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, including recording, editing, rendering, uploading to YouTube, and doing all the stuff. So it was a real piece of work in the good sense. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus here because I want to take so many pictures of so many things. But I can't include everything. I want to include the sunset, the sky, the highway at the back, the truck. But if I include everything, I lose details on everything as well. I think what I will do, I'll take a wide shot like this. Maybe not that wide. I go zoomed in. A narrower field of view. Focus on the truck. That way. So we get a more truck-centric shot, like so. And I get something in the middle. Something like that could work. I think that will do. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy. Alright. So what was I speaking about? Of course I forgot. Oh, let's hear the retarder. Yeah, he really hear the whine. And that's just so immersive when you hear it. In addition to the Renault Range T having that blue bar. So later when we start it again, whenever you enable the retarder and the engine or the engine brake, you'll see from the 1500 RPM range upward, you'll see a blue indicator, which I am led to believe that that's like the ideal range, ideal rev range to be in when you are trying to slow down and using the retarder or engine brake, because the higher the revs, the more effective it will be. So I'll show you. As we go down this ramp and I hit the retarder, you see that blue thing? You hear the whine, you see that blue thing? So that's the ideal range. Love it. Oh, and yes, you probably noticed as well, I have the early autumn mod by Grimes enabled now. Thank goodness it's compatible with 1.35. I don't think it causes any impact on performance, so I'm keeping it at the moment, but we'll keep our eyes peeled. And speaking of performance and maybe graphics, I actually have disabled reshade at the moment. Well, I still have it. Let me show you the menu. I still have it, but everything is disabled. Because if I was being fair, with and without, it was marginally making a difference with the image quality. The jagged lines were still there, the flickering was still there. Sometimes it's blurrier, sometimes it's more crisp, but at the end of the day, it's not a game changer. So I removed it for now. And this is exactly why I mentioned to you guys that I did not want to share any details officially yet with the reshade. That I didn't want to make a video of it yet because I don't know enough of it yet. And I haven't tinkered enough with it yet. So let's keep it like that at the moment. I'm still, if you have any specific settings that you want to suggest to me, let me know. But so far from what I've tested, they're not very good. And they like distort the image quality and stuff like that. So I'm okay at the moment with the default 400% scaling in the graphics settings. It's not the best, but it kind of works. It's not as complicated. So we'll see. So I think we should just make it in time for the ferry. So it's almost nighttime, sun is almost out, but I think we should make it. And so we don't have to sleep separately. Let's have a look at the lighting here of our truck. Angel eyes for the win. High beams. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, that was scary. And yes, the 1.2 update from Gloover with the light improvements adds a light box. I didn't add it to my config because the only option for the light box had the Gloover sign on it. It's not very much in line with the Clumsy trucking message, but it was nice. There's a new paint job and a couple of new things as well. And there are grill lights now. If you look at the grill lights, let me show you as we go straight here. Grill lights, 2 lights in the middle of the truck. Yeah, that's new. That's from the mod as well, if I got it correctly. Oh, brake. Okay, now everybody's fully stopped. All these sports cars and no one knows how to merge properly. What a waste, guys. What a waste. Alright. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I actually made a behind the scenes video again, in case you haven't seen it yet. For the Patreons and Twitch subscribers, you should have access to it already. I made a behind the scenes video doing this config. It's nothing fancy, but I thought you would like it. So showing how I put in these different parts. So if you're a truck config fan and you want to see more of that, maybe you can check out the Patreon and the Twitch links in the video description. Because these guys are real rock stars. They support me financially and allow me to get the decent gaming rig and really help the entire system so I can continue making videos. So to all my Patreons and subscribers, Twitch subscribers, thank you for the constant support. Really appreciate it, and I really hope I can give more of an added value to you soon. And to all the subscribers in YouTube and all you guys who watch and comment and share, thanks as well. I'm getting a bit too mushy here now, but really appreciate it, guys. I've gone into thinking the last few days, last few weeks. And yeah, I really am super thankful of where the channel is at the moment and where the community is headed. And it's just an amazing feeling having you guys around. So thanks for being here, and hope you stick around, because we have a lot more things in store. Especially with many things in the horizon for SCS, for trucking, for flight simming, and for like transport fever, and you know, probably even Planet Zoo. We'll see. But yeah, I'm trying to keep it more on theme, because the channel has fully evolved into like a simulator oriented channel. So I realized, even though I might be interested in other games, the people might not be as interested. So I have to really find the right balance. So truck sim number 1, flight sim number 2, or maybe bus sim number 2, flight sim, all the other sims. But I think Transport Fever you guys will like. I'm really super excited about that. End of the year it should be released. We'll see how it works. So here we this where we head? I think so. Interesting how there are like tracks here. I'm guessing, I don't know how it works with those tracks. Are those just laid on the last moment? Because how would the ship leave if there are tracks built on it? Maybe those are removable, huh? Otherwise, how would it work? It looks really strange. Quite interesting though. Maybe those are not really like connected with each other. Maybe they just oh, it looks like one single thing. Anyway, right, there's only one place to go. Wow, 45-minute travel. That's not very good. It's not going to help me get rid of the night. You guys fancy a little bit of night driving? Maybe for a change, yeah? So we can focus more on how the truck looks and see how it looks at night for a change. That can probably work. Let's do that. Let's plow through the middle of the night. Let's see. We have 28 hours to go. We have 57 hours remaining in the job. That's fine. So we have more than enough time to dilly-dally. I think... I'm not sure. I'm just going to go here. Because I see a green light there. I'm hoping this is not for cars. But I think... Can we fit there? Oh, I'm scared. I don't think we fit there. Well, barely. You will see. Cutting it really close. Okay. Alright, I'm not sure if that was the right gate. The GPS said I should have been on the rightmost lane. But I kind of wanted the tollway feel. Where are we now? We are now in Denmark. Nice. We go straight here. Classic cars. Also now part of the AI traffic pack, thanks to Traffic Maniac. Also the pimped out trucks are available. Yeah, look at the lights on that guy. He's a bit of a light fan, huh? Oh, and he's giving way. Very interesting. Thank you. I won't refuse that. Looking good. Alright, what other updates do I have? Oh yeah, Abastrepas' sounds got an update as well. So I was recording yesterday with 1.1, and wow, look at the lights on that guy. And when I uploaded the video, I looked at the forums again, and he just released 1.2. So unfortunately in the video you'll see 1.1, you'll hear 1.1, and I think 1.2 sounds better. So go and check it out. If you don't have access to EVR sounds at the moment, Abastrepas' version might be more accessible and free, and it's not bad at all. I heard that Krishbom is working on some Renault Range T sounds though. I think he's planning to record something next week. So we'll see when it gets released. And EVR should have his Renault Range T sounds coming out soon as well. So lots of Renault Range T goodness coming. I was really surprised how nice that took place. The speed at which the mods. Oh, let's slow down a bit here. Phew. Why is that guy slowing down? Nice, speeding up again. Okay. Copenhagen. It's not bad, huh? Driving at night like this for a change. Actually feels a bit more like homey. I don't know. It's not as scenic for sure, but it kind of feels like cozy and whatnot. And if you're a night owl, you probably appreciate this. And look at that moon right there. Beautiful. Goodness. That's a very nice shot. Can we take a shot here? I'll try to take a shot later. I don't want to spend more of your time, but I'll try to take a night shot here with the bridge and the moon. Maybe I'll share it over in Discord. Now, unfortunately, the transmission we have is aimed more towards French driving, in which I mean having like 90 kilometers per hour speed limit. So it only goes to 12th gear, around 85 kilometers. And so if you are in a road like this, where the speed limit is 80, you're stuck in 11th gear normally. So you have to shift up manually, even if you're on an automatic transmission. And if you don't know how to shift up in an automatic transmission, just go to key bindings, look for the gear shift up hint, HINT, or gear shift down hint, something like that. That's the gear shift and up and down for automatic transmission. It's not the same key you use for manual transmission when shifting up and down. Okay, so check that out. And this is nice, I like this. How long have I been recording already? Only 20 minutes. Okay, good. Good, we have a lot of time. I'll probably be recording for 40 minutes or so. So we might need one more episode to finish this. Actually, you know what? I might do the second leg, because I think I will need 2 legs for this remaining trip. I'll probably do that, but silent trucking, just to appeal to everybody who is watching the channel. Some of the guys are really more interested in silent trucking than with my commentary, and I'm perfectly fine with that. No harm, no foul. I totally accept that. You don't like my voice. Just kidding. Drama queen. So anyway, let me share with you a bit of how the process went. And actually, I'm thinking of sharing more of this behind the scenes process. You know, when making videos like this, not like this, but the must-have mods that requires a lot of planning, a lot of takes. Maybe I can share some behind the scenes stuff there as I go through the process with my Patreons and subs, Twitch subs. Because I think you guys will appreciate it, and you'll see like really how you're supporting me. So how it went was, well, with a video like that, you have to plan it. You can't just do it like this, like I'm doing now, like just winging it, like pressing the record button and driving and seeing what comes to mind. And although I love these kinds of videos, because this really is where I get to show my true self and real thoughts, and this is where I can be my most authentic self in a way, because there is no retake, there is no editing, so it's just as it is. It's going to be the same as if we're talking. Yeah, no cuts and whatnot. So, ooh, what is that? Is that a plane? That is a plane. Goodness. Landing lights on. Landing gear on. Landing gear down rather. he landed pretty well. Yeah, you hear the transmission, the retarder grind, whine. Lovely. So how it works when I do that kind of video, and I don't do that very often, is I really have to plan it. Like I tried having a script or like bullet points, talking points, so I don't miss an item or an important topic. But sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I'm not really good at scripts. Like it feels unnatural to me versus like this talking like this to you guys. So it's not second nature to me yet. But yeah, so I have to come up with some bullet points, what topics, which mods do I want to show, in which order, what is the process, what is the way I can show this, maybe a before and after, or maybe I show the mods list, the load order and whatnot. So all those kinds of questions I try to answer in the planning stage. And then when I have a rough idea, one sec, let me see where I can go through here. I remember there's an autopass here in Denmark. In Scandinavia, there is an autopass without a barrier, so we don't really need to slow down that much. Yeah, like this one. Perfect. Because in France and in Italy, you'd have to slow down to around 20 or 30 kilometers. Otherwise, you crash into the barrier. Okay, good. And since we are going more north and north, the sun is up more and more. Actually, I haven't changed the daytime yet because I hate the quick daytimes, the eternal sunset kind of behaviors. So this is still summer. This is summer daytime, but autumn trees. Not very realistic, but more pleasing to the eyes at least. Whoa. So yeah, so I do all those planning, and then when I have an idea, I start recording, and then I mess up a lot of times. I don't know why, there's something weird. Like when I do this kind of video where I just record one shot, no retakes and whatnot, I somehow am able to get the message across, I think. I hope you guys are understanding a word of what I'm saying. But when I do the edited videos, when I do a take, oh, I suck. Sometimes I do like 10 takes, 20 takes. I just can't say the words. I keep missing topics. It's just so hard. And it's not very natural for me. But I love doing it, but yeah, I have to get more used to it. But yes, so you if you watched the video, the must-have mods, and you saw it, it might have, hopefully it looked a bit professional, but behind the scenes there were so many retakes, and that's something I want to show. Like that's the real behind the scenes, right? Like showing the outtakes, showing the bloopers. That's something I am hoping to show and feature in the Patreon and Twitch subs community. So I don't think I can show that in a normal YouTube release it for everyone. That will not appeal to everyone. That will only appeal to those who are really like interested and part of the community. So I'll be limiting that to those who care enough, at least. Word it like that. Right, let's see. Alright, that's good. We didn't need to sleep. And that's not realistic. That's not legal. I mean, that's not implemented yet here in ETS2 anyway. That time limit for truck drivers when they're driving. I think, what is it, 8 hours? And you should take like 15-minute breaks every 2 hours or so. I don't know the exact numbers, but you guys let me know, okay? I'm sure you guys know it better than I do. But yeah, so many takes, and then I kind of have an idea of what to record next. So I prepare the scene. I try and record it, do that take. Sometimes it works, oftentimes it doesn't. But eventually I get things done and then I start editing. And the editing is fine, but it's kind of hard as well. So yeah, it's also a bit challenging. And but I kind of like it, the editing part. It's very, how do you say? It's a time when I can let my creative juices shine. You know, like the timing wise, the sounds, are they seamless or does it feel unnatural? It's quite nice to have that kind of freedom, creative freedom, you know, because the opposite way is like this one in this video where I just do everything in one take. I can't, there is limited creativity that can be shown here. Like I can't mess with camera angles because it's you'll see that I mean, if I can't do outtakes or if I can't cut, then you guys will see all the unglamorous stuff of preparing and finding the right camera angle. You know, like when I prepare that photo studio, you see all the fiddling about before we arrive at the final picture, and that's not very cinematic, right? So it doesn't work. But then if I'm editing, then I have more freedom for that, and that's actually a very nice change. So yeah, from time to time I think I will have that kind of video to not only to practice my creative juices, but also so I can give more service to you guys. So not only in terms of driving and relaxing, but also informing you of what's out there and what you can try out and what's going to really improve your driving or flying experience or whatnot. So yeah, I enjoy those. If you have any like requests, ideas of what you want to see, then let me know in the comments section and I'll think if I can make some videos out of them. What I want to focus next on is something that I think not everyone knows, but I think you guys will appreciate. I plan to make a video. I'm not sure when though. It might be very intensive in terms of work. Might even take more time than the must-have mods video I made. But something about controls, like how to get the best controls out of what you have. Like starting with, I don't know, starting like if you have keyboard and mouse, and these are the ideal settings for you. If you are using a gamepad, an Xbox controller or something, then this might be what you want. And if you're using a steering wheel, then these are the settings. And when it comes to steering wheels, some of you guys might have noticed, like if I move my steering wheel like this, that feels very organic, doesn't it? Like it doesn't look fidgety like that. Even if I'm using a steering wheel, it's super smooth. And these are not the default settings. I had to change some of the config files and adjust some of the numbers. There are some smart people out there who know a lot of maths, and they've made a formula so that your steering wheel can be as organic and as realistic like a truck as possible. And I want to share that with you guys. So if you're receptive to that idea of making a video and focusing on the different controls, or maybe just focusing on the steering wheel at the moment, I'm not sure. But then again, not everyone has a steering wheel, so maybe not everyone will be into that. We'll see. But yeah, maybe I can make like different videos focusing on different types of controls. Yeah, we'll see. Wow, beautiful bridge. Goodness. So one sec, guys, huh? Oh crap, I forgot. Because as I'm recording this, it's oh crap, I totally forgot. Should I need to stop? No, let's do this. It's 7:58, and you guys know when it's 8 a.m. I go through something called booking habit. I need to book for my gym. And so right now I have my phone with me. Don't do this at home. Don't do this in real life, okay? Stop over if you need to. And I have to book at 8 a.m. exactly for that slot, otherwise I lose it. Actually, you know what? Nah, let's not do that, because there is a new feature in OBS which gives me option to pause the video. So I can actually pause it and resume as if nothing happened. It's going to be very sneaky. Why don't we try it? Yeah, just for experimentation. For experimentation purposes, okay? Let's try that. 1 sec. So you know what? I'm a bit too late. No, it's fine. Oh crap, I think I didn't make it. No, I booked. Nice. Nailed it. Phew, multitasking for the win. And all this is happening, I actually have track IR turned off. So you probably noticed I wasn't looking to my right side mirror as I normally do. Track IR is off. So 1 sec. There's something coming up. There we go. Squeeze in here. Shoot, look at that. Multitasking master. Lucky. I'll double check later, maybe I booked the wrong class. For those of you who are not familiar with the 8 a.m. habit, it's been a while since I had to let you experience that while recording, sorry about that. But we have this in the gym. So we go to classes in the gym, and because there's a huge demand for it, they created a booking system because not everyone can fit inside the classroom, so to speak. So you have to book for it in advance, and you have to book 2 days in advance. So if you want to go to the class on Thursday, you have to book it on Tuesday, and the booking opens at 8 a.m. Yeah, and at 8 a.m. everybody just books. So if you're like a few seconds late, you don't get in. So when the moment 8 a.m. hits, the servers get flooded and the booking system gets really bogged down and laggy, and you're going to hope that you got in. So actually right now I got in accidentally or luckily, but Mrs. Clumsy, she was trying to book as well, she didn't, but we booked like at the same time, maybe 1 millisecond apart or something. So it's that competitive here in Singapore. They have booking system even for fitness classes. So yeah. Oh crap, running out of fuel. That's not good. That might be embarrassing. Let's try not to do that. Any refueling station? We just passed it. Oh my goodness. There is a town coming up ahead though. Let's have a look. Maybe we can make this, we can use these dials to our advantage. There should be something like remaining fuel. Yeah, there we go. To empty for 85 kilometers. You guys see it? I'm going to zoom on it again. Fuel level to empty 484. Okay, that's fine. I think we still have enough there. If we're cruising like this, then we should be okay. Now the question is, where do we find a gas station? Linköping. Oh, perfect. Yes, let's stop there. Yes. Stockholm, traffic plats. So we follow the GPS here. I think these signs are remade recently with the 1.35 patch, if I remember correctly. By Mandelsov, I think. So those are more fully detailed now. And I'm loving the early autumn feels here. By the way guys, if I haven't announced yet, I will be in Warsaw week of October 14. So unfortunately no streams then. Yeah, I'll be able to experience the early autumn feels in Warsaw. I'll be there for a week. I'm thinking of ordering something from ALMAR. ALMAR, who makes like SKRS shifters and all the other trucking peripherals. I think he's based in Poland, so shipping might be cheaper if I can arrange something then. It's tempting. I'm not sure if I should do it. Okay, now how do we go to a rest area? I think we have to exit here. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Let's do that. Man, I'm loving this truck. Blinker sounds are very soothing. A truck drives lovely. It looks very cool and modern. Didn't imagine I could say this out of a Renault. The Renault is something like you have to, the previous ones, the Magnum and the Premium, you had to like grow into it. Like, you don't love it immediately. You kind of get to know the truck first and then you love it for its qualities, but not at first sight. This truck though, the Renault Range T, is a very different beast. I think they've evolved. Let's see what else we can find here. Fuel level. Look at the fuel economy we have, 31.7. That's actually not very bad, huh? What car is that? Fancy. Fancy car, that's what it is. Alright. Here's the gas station, guys. Lead me. Did I miss it? No. It should be straight up here. Is that a gas station? It's not. Dang it. It's a... Oh, I've been tricked. It was not a gas station. You know what? Let's go to the map now. That's a garage. Oh, I'm doomed. I am doomed. Oh, crap. The next one is over there in Linköping. There's no gas station here for real? Oh crap, we just wasted a lot of fuel stopping and all that stuff. Dang it. Well, okay. We'll see if we arrive. If not, then there is emergency services. Then we get to check that feature out, right? It's intentional actually. Yeah, this is by design. I purposely did this so we can test out a new feature. It was recently implemented in 1.35, I think. Can't remember exactly. Oh, by the way, guys, for our Polish friends, maybe you can help me out since I'm going to Warsaw. But Mrs. Clumsy won't be coming with me. I want to bring her something. I want to give her a gift, a souvenir. What is a good gift for the missus? Like something that speaks Polish. Something that really gives you that Polish vibe. That is a very good souvenir or a gift to give her. Let me know in the comments if you have suggestions. Like, is that food? Is that something like, I don't know, Polish dolls or something? I'm not really familiar. But let me know if you have ideas, okay? Because I really suck at gift giving. You guys might have watched it in the stream where I told you guys that I bought her before when I went to Thailand. I bought her a table runner. Not very romantic, and at that time we were just boyfriend girlfriend. We weren't married yet, so the romantic gestures were very much hoped for but not achieved in that sense. Really? No gas station? Well, what I could have done is I could have bought that garage, upgraded it, and then refueled there. But that was a bit cheaty because realistically, can you buy and upgrade a garage in 1 second? So it's not realistic. So for those who are thinking of that, I purposely did not do that. No, I honestly just forgot. Just remembered it now. But yeah, let's do that realistically. Let's test the emergency services if necessary. Goodness, this is going to be embarrassing. You know, I don't think I've ever run out of fuel before. I don't think I have. So this might be the first time. We will see. Man, that looks good, huh? Ooh, Clumsy trucker. Nice. And for those who want to drive with the Clumsy trucking trailers, it's nothing fancy, right? But it does speak CG. it does speak Clumsy to you, and that enables some AI traffic with Clumsy trailers as well. This is available in the Steam Workshop, so just look for Clumsy Trucking or Clumsy Trailers. It should appear, or check the mods list in the video description and look for Clumsy. It should be there under trailers. Nobody get in the way. Oh, this car. Thank you. I don't think we're that much at risk though, because we still have 400 kilometers. If we are to believe this. If we look at the fuel gauge, yeah, it's not that close yet. It is lighting up though, so I think it's not happy with us. And that high rev right there in that uphill did not help matters. But we'll get out of it eventually. You will see. And I'm actually out of time, so what we'll do is we'll try to make it to the gas station, and then we will continue from there. But I think from there it will be silent trucking. We will see, depending on how far the drive is still to go. Let's go to 12th gear here and just cruise. Oh, I remember this road. Yeah, with the very interesting statues or figures right there. Man, that looks lovely, doesn't it? That view. You can make that into a thumbnail, actually. It's very nice. Also, you can hear the turbo whine. I know some people are complaining about EVR because he records, even though he records the trucks in real life. I'm not sure about this, I'm not 100% sure, but people say he records at idle. Like, he doesn't really move the truck. He just records while he revs the truck while it's stopped. It doesn't really record it while it's at load or something. It's not pulling an actual load. Which makes a lot of sense. I guess that's going to be hard to simulate, to set up. Oh, yo. Dang it, that car. Didn't know how to stop, when to stop. Like these guys. No, they might be unfortunate. Man, look at that sky. Natural Lux for the win. Oh, and yes, for those who are asking, I have Natural Lux, I have Project Next Gen 1.8, and I have Grimes in addition to that. So all of them are enabled. From top to bottom, the load order is Natural Lux, all Natural Lux stuff at the top, followed by from top to bottom is this sequence I'm mentioning. Natural Lux stuff, and then I have the old lines of Project Next Gen, alternative lines, I think that's from 1.7, and then I have the actual 1.8 Project Next Gen textures, and then I have Grimes Early Autumn mod below that. Yeah, so that's how the sequence goes if you want this kind of combination, and it works fine. Maybe it's not super optimal, but it hasn't crashed so far. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Alright, let's have a look at the fuel. 351. Oh, we will make it. We will make it. If that's to be believed, that is. Maybe it suddenly dies at 350 kilometers or something. I hope not. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Man, this is lovely. I love the autumn colors. 3 years ago, when we first went to Europe and experienced autumn, it was like, wow, so this is what autumn looks like. Because remember, I come from a tropical country. I originally come from the Philippines and then now living in Singapore, where they are both like eternally either just sunny or rainy. So no fancy seasons, no snow, no autumn, no spring. It's like eternal summer, and sometimes it rains. So when I first saw those like different leaves, I was like, wow, that looks so good. And we would enjoy the simplest things, like leaves falling and leaves on the ground, and just enjoyed everything. And we still do. So I'm really looking forward to my trip. I just wish I would have been able to take Mrs. Clumsy with me. So that's what makes the travel really enjoyable when she's with me. But yeah, schedule did not allow it. Oh, beautiful. What is this? Like a humongous roundabout. This is nice, isn't it? I like this. I like this. Hear the turbo whine. Yeah, oh yes, I was talking about EVR when I stopped. So he records things at idle, and then he basically does a lot of sound editing to mimic how the real truck sounds like. But I think he does a very good job at it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's up to taste, but yeah, to me it's amazing. And he even has the turbo whine in there, and I know he adjusts the turbo whine. So I'm not sure if it really sounds like idle. Maybe that's where it starts, but with the editing he's done, it does sound very realistic to me. But then again, don't take my word for it, because I'm not a trucking expert. I'm not a sound expert. But for me, it's amazing. It's the best for me. I like it the best out of any sound mods out there. And this is why I always keep on babbling about it. Man, I really love that retarder whine there. Is there an official term for it? The retarder is very whiny. But that's what's so amazing about it. Okay, I'm just going to cruise here. 300 kilometers, yeah, that's fine. We have way more enough fuel for this. And now I'm just cruising. I'm not even stepping on the gas here. It's lovely here. I remember driving bros videos when I drive through here in Sweden, with the beautiful bridges and railings and the winding networks. By the way, how is Driving Bro doing? I haven't watched him in a while. Where is the gas station? Oh, there it is. How do you go through there? Wait a minute, that's in my garage. Okay. Yeah, I guess I bought this at one point and I upgraded it. This is realistic. Yeah, this is our home. Yeah, so this can work really. Nice. So what we can do is we can go around here. Open. And we can gas up at the cheapest rate possible because this is our own garage. Fancy. Can we fit in through here? We should be able to. Let's use that front mirror. And the side mirrors there. Yeah, we can fit, no problem. This is not an oversized trailer or anything, so no problems there. Lovely. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that trip. And look out for more coming soon. We have 908 kilometers. Oh man. That means I maybe make one silent trucking episode and then maybe we finish it off with video with commentary again, or the other way around. Well, I'll see how I can manage it. Okay. Alright. Let's refuel. 1.28 euros per liter. Is it per liter? I guess. Let's see how many liters this truck can take. We don't have the extended fuel tank, but wow, still huge fuel tank there. That's a huge bill though. 1,000 euros for diesel. I guess it's quite realistic. Or is it too cheap? I don't know. I have no clue how prices are at the moment, especially in Europe. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Let's leave it there. Catch you in the next episode, Clumsy Trucking. And in the meantime, feel free to check out my other videos and Patreon, Twitch, subscribe, comment, like video, share, all that stuff, okay? You know what to do. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and Clumsy Trucking. Let's hear that honk, it might be loud. Ow, sorry about that. Should have gone inside the cab. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.